Hey up everyone, welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. So, Shamani Lamani, I think he's got something else he wants us to do. So I think we best go do that. We'll see what he wants. Oh yeah, of course, you get your Gubu. Ooh! I think this is one of the cutest minions in the game. I love it. I love Gubus, I don't know why. I think I might have to make one because I've got polymer clay. I might see if I can make some. I might like sell him his earrings and stuff. That'd be quite fun. We'll see. I need to anyways because my dog's just cost me another 300 quid today for his blood test. 800 quid I've spent on that dog in the past week and a half. He's totally worth it, but it's a lot of money to let go of in such a short space of time. But at least he's doing okay now, so thankfully. I've forgotten what voice I did for Shamani as well. We'll just make it up as we go along.
By the gods, Yorkshire, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about dressed palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odour. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of the Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Rakehatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers.
Oh, Dressty Poo. Dressty Poo, I need you. Right, let's make our way to the rest. I have a funny feeling he knows how to make the Bacchus wine. Oh, there's only a minute left on it. I was going to say I'll do that. But never mind. See, these frogs are annoying when you aggro them because they sort of like grab you with a tongue and pull you in. It's very annoying. It's good for blue mages though. Here we go. Oh! I thought it was going to aggro me. Obviously not. Hello, Dressed. Oh! Hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh Gubu tracks though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Gubus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Yeah, don't worry about me. Need not worry about me, Mr. Dressed. Oh, bugger. Of course. Of all the timings. Gotta go around this way now. We should be able to get to Titan in this video. That would be nice. Right then. Shazmu. Bloody funny name. Sneeze your mouldy stuff at me. And again. we going back to him or... Yeah, of course we are. And we can't go that way because of that thing. Oh, no, we don't. No, we're good. You know what? I lie. I lie. Right, Shamani. Shamani Lamani.
What did Dressed have to say, Yorkshire? Tell me everything. Ahaha! I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold it in my hands, a Bacchus grapevine cutting.
Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and novice vintner could... 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me, but why?
There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Barry. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting.
I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across the Eorzea will once again be clamouring for a cask of Winepot's legendary Bacchus wine.
Sir, you needn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, it couldn't possibly be. A 1547 Bacchus? Well, that's impossible. The vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity.
It was the crown jewel of my personal collection for years. I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time, but now I realise it was never meant for me. It should be savoured by the saviours of Winepot, I say.
He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Geruju will find no finer wine. You are forever changed, Winepot, Yorkshire. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Whiskate. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection.
Let's go and speak to Whiskate then. I'm like 30,000 gil off 100,000. Can't believe how rich I am.
Hey, hello, you stoler.
Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So what are the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells? A 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Yorkshire. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her the banquet is about to begin. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, okay, so that goes up there. Ethereal shift is this. I just went in. Didn't expect that. Okay, so let's go back up there. But that's ethereal shift, if you didn't know. Make sure you don't do it near edges of arenas and stuff. Can't believe I just did that.
Shula.
You have the look of a woman who has been sent to 7 hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honour, and while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with a less grace. I like to add words in these sentences. Naturally, I didn't write them, so...
Lady Stola, Lady Bumpkin. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals.
I mean, yeah, don't worry about it. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Yorkshire has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her? Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters. Before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. What if it was a him? The world has ever been full of brave souls, eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Yorkshire with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her life. Her skill is undeniable, and she stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself.
Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Yorkshire, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty Rockman.
I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of Company Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Yorkshire Bumpkin, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Oh God. I've got a tear in my eye. A lump in my throat. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink and be merry, my friends. For today, we celebrate the birth of a new legend. Yorkshire Bumpkin, Titan's Bane. Yes, I am.
Yorkshire Bumpkin, Titan's Bane!
Okay, my son. Hang on. I thought he was done with women and whoring. I'm sure he said that. I think he's lying. Huh.
Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun.
Exotic feast. Let's have a gander, shall we? Have some Bacchus wine. That looks inedible. Yeah. What he said.
When you face a lot of crags, think not of Limsalaminsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond this chamber, his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone.
I need to get my Goobo out. Oh my god. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh my god.
Hello, little one, you're so cute.
No, look at the Goobo. Aww. I don't need anyone else in my life. It's like half the size of me. Right.
Good little Plander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time.
Ah, Yorkshire, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landernell sent his regards. I had to look at his name again. At least it wasn't like a full-on French name, because I just cannot pronounce them. You are a veteran of countless battles, Yorkshire. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind to indulge them, Yorkshire. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. That's all tickety-boo. I do want to do my next job quest though. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosha. There you will meet with Riel, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that his knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you've given the correct signal. Give me a map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at his 4th location. I realise this may seem excessive now, but you will see that this is more reasonable once you comprehend the risk inherent in our method. Right, well I want to do this first. So I'm going to go do this first. And then I'll go fight Titan. Right, where are you? Oh, yes, I love the mount speed here. Right then, Rio Senna. Oh yeah, there we go, Cure 3. Yorkshire, I owe you an apology. When last we spoke, I promised that I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refuses to heed my words. Why, the more I try to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride and no common sense, that one. I can scarce believe we are kin. So intent is he to prove that you're unneeded, that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental and save the forest all by himself. Needless to say, such a task is far beyond his powers. There is a part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson, and yet, as his sister, I fear for him. Would you go look after him, Yorkshire? Seedseer or no, he is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows ever more unsafe these days. I thought to go myself, but if you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how fatuous he has been. See, I've heard that word before, but I've never seen it written. When last I spoke with him, he announced his intentions to begin his efforts in the bramble patch. With any luck, you may still find him there. Now please go in haste, before some ill fate befalls him. Alright then, let's go. I'm going to see what your brother's up to. Let's go find the little sausage. Where are you, lad? Alright, he's over here somewhere. There he is. Oh no. Hang on. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's for the we'll just finish that one then. That's for Palace of the Dead. Might actually jump in there one day. Yeah. Oh. No, not try on. You know what? I'm gonna get that. I know. I know! Let's see if this is better then. Nice! Right then, where have we got to go? What's this one? Hawthorne Hut. Just a bloody troublemaker, that bugger of hers. Just gets into all sorts. Or at least these won't aggro. We're only level 20. Oh, wherefore art thou? Oh, look at you. Pathetic. If it isn't my sister's favourite adventurer, come to show me up, have you? Well, you can march right back and tell sister that I'm doing just fine. I'm only resting. Even if I were hurt and unable to placate this tree, what could a run-of-the-mill adventurer like you do about it? Well, I'm just about to show you. Watch. Easy, easy. Excuse me. Imagine if I had to do this as a caster, or like just any other class that's not a healer. Ah, thank the heavens for healers. No, it's not. It's dead.
Stop telling me. Well, it's dead.
Look at the size of that bloody thing. Swollen jigger. Jigger. Beginner's luck. If you think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are worthy inheritor to the teachings of Master Atoa. Arun, you yourself do not believe those words. Sister, what are you doing here? Seeing to my pig-headed brother's safety, what do you think I'm doing? For better or worse, it would appear you suffer only from bruises to your leg and your pride. Arun, for all your obstinacy, why do they always use big words? I know that deep down you are not a fool, no fool. No, you are wise beyond your years. You realise as well as I the dire fate that will befall Gridani if we do not quell the Great One's fury and restore peace to the wood. The adventure is not Bajali. This is true, but what of it? Would you blindly trumpet tradition as the very forest turns against us and brings ruin to our home? We have a greater calling to answer. You know this. I do, sister. Oh, my dear Arun, what are sisters for, if not to forgive their little brothers of fits of folly? Now, Yorkshire, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. Let's return to Camp Tranquil then, I guess. I guess. See, that didn't take too long. I think we've got time to... Yeah, I think we've got time to do Titan. Might go over a bit, but... it's okay. Oh, it's nice to have higher mount speed. Right. Yorkshire, thank you. I knew it was only a matter of time before Arun came around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. When we first met, I promised that one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, I suppose this is as good a day as any for the telling. The tale begins some 3 millennia ago, in the 5th astral era. It was the time of the endless frost, when a barren wasteland of snow and rime stretched as far as the eye could see. Food was scarce, and warmth scarcer. The histories hold many a grim tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct, survival. In time, the winter thawed, and magic was no longer essential for survival. But once awakened to its conveniences, there was no returning to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways in which magic could be employed, and civilization flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt, and nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power, to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic, the most devastating form of sorcery the world had seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. This is white magic, our magic. Does this surprise you? Just as there can be no dawn without the night, the white and black are both two sides of the same coin. War raged on, and magic was used and abused with little concern for the consequences, and consequences there were. Unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of ether, threatening to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing? It made little difference. If used with no concern for ether, our magic could prove as ruinous to the land as the most devastating black magic spell. And so it was that practicing of white magic was forbidden, with one exception, the Pajal. Our kind were entrusted as sole shepherds of the now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace, while ensuring that this great power would never again be misused. Though he is still young, Arun feels this profound sense of responsibility as strongly as any of us. Thus his hesitance to accept you, but having seen your abilities and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured his doubts have been dispelled. With the 3 of us united in place and purpose, your skills ever growing, the day that we may perform the quieting draws near. To our fortune, the Great One has not yet been entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One, and restore the Twelveswood to its former state of harmony, we must truly be of one heart, of one mind. It is to this end that Atto Akant has guided you to us. Further your mastery of our art, Yorkshire, and let us mend the wounds of the wood together. That was a lot. That was a lot. Yes, yes. I have Cure 3 now, yes. Now where do I put that? I'm going to put it there. And this is Cure 3. Now originally, Cure 3 only cured people in like this amount of space. It was crazy how close you had to be. But now they made it, as you can see. They made it a lot wider, which is nice. Okay, and I don't think I've attuned to this one. Nope. No, that's okay. We can just go to Wineport. And right then. Yep, so we'll go this way. Up Eorzea! When I first started playing this game, I was calling it Eorzea. Oh, no, we're not going that way. Yeah, I used to call it Eorzea, not Eorzea, and then I realised it was Eorzea from watching other people's videos. But I suppose it doesn't really matter what you call it. Oh yeah, we've ended up on the wrong side, haven't we? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We can run away from these. They're not going to aggro us anyways. So whatever, Trevor. I mean, it's good that I'm level 40 without even doing any leveling roulettes. Let's get over here. Splash, 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 splash. I'm gonna go... Right, here's one. Pressing the wrong buttons to jump because I'm playing like 3 games all at once. Keep pressing X to jump. Hey, Moo. It's just habit that I go back to my normal hotbar. Right, so we've got to get up there. Something I can't get get the hang of is still running while I'm like whistling for my mount. I still think we have to stand still sometimes. Greetings, lass. Not you be the one Captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, because I ain't explaining myself twice. I like Real. Years ago, when we were weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across the beastman's Aephorite. See? Yeah? What's that look for? Not familiar with him. He speaks of an unamplified Aephorite which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such Aephorites and those which are used on countless occasions, Yorkshire. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlene lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogomoro from a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I have long pondered. Yeah, give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and the next thing you know you got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't even seem to have trouble finding their way around, and it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ugamara mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around that city, that big, would be a right pain in the ass if you didn't have an Ethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were Aephorite shards in the depths of Ogomoro, you would have needed to attune yourselves to them before you could identify their signatures within the livestream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had the Charlene bloke to help us, see? Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it. Weren't nothing any Charlian scholar worth her salt couldn't manage.
Did he now?
Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the Aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveller to said beacon safely, a second party will be required to... It is possible, in theory at least. Yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Here you are, lass. Don't worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the Aetherite? It ain't far, though. There's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Now you can't handle, mind.
What is?
Let's mosey on over there then, Squire. Mosey on we shall. You've been in that queue for a while. Where am I going? Here we go. Whee! No salamander. No mamuls. Kobold pitman. Now, if I remember correctly, there's one of these kobolds right next to where the Aetherite is, and it's annoying. Yeah, there he is. Let's try and get into this cutscene before he notices us. That would be nice. So this is the Aetherite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's Sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, the Aetherite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolise my attention for the duration. It seems you'll have to proceed without me, Yorkshire. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not, I will summon the Maelstrom forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilise the Aetherite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you'll be on your own. That's fine, you Stola. I expected as much. Now, let's see if I am worth my salt. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Bong! The navel is now accessible. I'm going to go over here so I don't aggro, I can't be bothered with them. Right, let's check gear, shall we? It is rubbish. What is the... Okay. Nice little insta-queue. Oh. I pre-pulled. Sorry, Tankaroo. Hey, I've only just bloody healed everybody. Let's get his heart.
Yeah, look at that.
Who needs any MP anyway? You know, they used to go off so bloody quick. I remember. See, nice easy fight. Easy peasy. Yay! GG! There we go.
Yay. Ooh, got all 3 commendations.
I didn't attune to the Ephorite. I didn't attune to the Ephorite. Why did I not attune? I didn't attune to the Ephorite. Did you know? I didn't attune to the Ephorite. Don't know if I told you. Oh, what an absolute muppet. Okay, let's attune to the Ephorite. There we go. Now I attune to the Ephorite. Stola. I'm relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. We'll have to discuss it in the next video then, because this has gone over a bit. So, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.